G'day guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm David. Hope you all had a good Chrissy and good New Year's. First video for the year. I just thought I'd start off the new year with a bit of a walk around and have a look at some of the trees. Some of these trees you've seen before, some you haven't, some are coming up on future videos. Just a basic look at some of the stuff I've got and some future projects that are coming up. So let's go for a walk and have a look. This tree here is a melaleuca that we dug out of a yard. And as you can see, it's pretty huge. It's got a massive big trunk. The only thing I didn't like about this tree was this main branch, the only main branch on it, was very low. It's probably too low to make good use of the trunk. I was hoping to get something up a bit higher. And it's only very recently that it's actually started shooting out all this new growth all the way up this main trunk here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut all these lower branches off, and then we can turn one of these into the new leader, and we'll have a branch coming out this way, and obviously then it's many years of growth to get it back up to size. I probably should have already cut this off, but I wanted to catch it on camera before I did that. So yeah, this is very much a long-term project, but a lot of potential in that. This one's the bougainvillea that you saw me cut the hell out of not all that long ago. And as you can see, it's got a lot of shoots coming out of it now, and it's putting on some serious growth already. So this will be left to grow for a while now. Sometime in the near future I will select which branches I want all the energy to go into, and I'll start wiring them into shape, and maybe even at various stages I'll cut them back down and try and introduce some ramification, but I'm happy with how that one's bouncing back. We've got the little strawberry guava. It's continuing to grow really well. Still just waiting for this branch here to thicken up a little bit more to sort of match this trunk down here, and then it'll get chopped back, and then we can probably start working on some of these lower branches, what we're going to do with them, which ones we're going to keep, tidy all this up and start working on a bit of a canopy. And yeah, so this one's coming along well too. We've got a swamp cypress or a bald cypress. I'm just trying to get a bit more size on the trunk for this one before it gets trunk chopped back. I've got 3 of these in various stages. This is another one you've seen. This is the root over rock melaleuca. It's got the really big rock underneath it. It's starting to put some really good growth on now, so it won't be long and we'll be able to start lifting that rock up out of the ground, because at the moment the rock's still, fully underground. So yeah, pretty happy with how this one's growing too, considering the work that we did on it. Now, this is an absolute mess, but I have hundreds and hundreds of trees on these benches here. There's a lot of weeds. It seems to be a never-ending thing. It's hard to get on top of them. I'm not sure how well these trees will show up. I don't even know the best way to try and show you. Yeah, this is a little leptospermum. I haven't actually done a video on this one, but you have seen it in some videos before. It's got a lot of good growth on it. Probably nearly due for a tidy up soon. Just so much stuff in here, it's unbelievable. This is another little melaleuca claret tops. I was going to try and style it like Sam from Aussie Bonsai Bloke does his mallee style. It needs another trim up, try and separate the layers and stuff, but it's coming along okay. Got a couple of silky oaks. Probably just about due for another trunk chop. Try and get some taper in them. This one here, I don't know the best way to, this is probably one of my favourite trees. A lot of weeds, as you can see. It's got this really cool trunk. This is a collected callistemon. And we're starting with this to get this leader coming up here. Going to try and thicken that up a little bit to sort of more match what's here. Took me a long time to get a shoot coming out this side. I wanted to bring a branch out this side and establish a bit of foliage out here as well as up the top here, and it's taken a long time to actually get it to shoot from the right place, but I think we've finally got it. So yeah, this is a pretty cool tree. Still a long way to go before it looks like a nice bonsai, but I'll do a video on that one fairly soon, showing sort of what it was like when we collected it to what it's like now. Got a couple of these cool casuarinas with some pretty interesting bends and stuff in them. They are just about due to be wired up again. Do some more shaping on them. Got a couple of them. Root over rock ficuses. You haven't seen that little one before. This one here I've had on the video before. It got a major pruning not too long ago and it's bounced back really well. I think I might even cut it back a bit more yet. This one here, I did a video a while ago on a windswept style Melaleuca, and this is it. It obviously needs a lot more styling and it's due for a prune again as all the growth just goes straight up on these. But yeah, it's still alive, still ticking. This is another Melaleuca, collected Melaleuca. It's got some pretty cool trunk shape about it. And it's just about due for some pruning and some shaping. A lot of stuff coming up. Also got some interesting looking Leptospermum in the literati style. Still working on them. Giant sequoias, man, I've tried to grow these things here. They always end up like that, dead. I don't think they like our summer heat here, I don't know. So I think I'll give up on those for now. We've got a rainbow gum that I really wanted to try and do a really twisted, contorted trunk with. Like you'd see in an alpine area. Yeah, so it still needs a lot of work, but I'll probably trim it back soon and wire some more really serious twists in it. Another casuarina. Another casuarina that I'm working on in the literati style. Probably not too far off being able to do some more work on that. Another swamp cypress. I gave this one a trunk chop a little while back. Another swamp cypress. It'll be left to grow for a little bit longer yet. Get some more size in that trunk, and it'll get trunk chopped. Hello, Freya. Little tiny juniper. This one's a rainbow gum. Another rainbow gum. I was just going to let it grow and grow, try and get some thickness in the trunk. Seems to be fairly slow to thicken up, but it's tall and healthy. Got a lot of these junipers, but I don't know that I'm all that fond of them. I don't know if I'm going to do too much with them. I've grown a heap of liquid ambers from seed. I'm looking forward to playing with them. I think it gets a bit hot here for maples. We've tried a few and they seem to struggle here. But the liquid amber will handle our heat a bit better, and it's got similar shaped leaves and gives you that deciduous colour, so this is like our tropical alternative to a maple. Got some royal oaks. Really don't know how they're going to go long term either. They seem to be growing all right here at the moment. There's probably not a lot else to see. Poor Tony's literati challenge trees buried in weeds. Probably definitely need to get in and do something with them this week. That's probably about all I've got here. I will go and show you what my next project is. I'll just turn you off and we'll go for a walk. Rightio, so you've all seen the one big bougainvillea that I've been pruning and trying to shape into a bonsai. Well, when we dug that bougainvillea, we also dug half a dozen or so other ones. All the others got put into this half rainwater tank just to try and recover while I thought about what I was going to do with them. They've been in here for over a year now. They've never done real good in here because the soil doesn't hold a lot of water and we're very dry here. But with all the recent rain that we've had, yeah, they're looking really healthy. So while they're in this state, I'm going to bring the tractor up, get this rainwater tank off them, and basically try and pot each one up in its own pot and try and do some shaping to them. There's a bit of a variety as far as sizes and whatnot go. You know, like this is one of the smaller ones. There's not a lot to it. I don't know how many of these are going to make decent bonsai. Like that one sort of split straight into 5 or 6 branches down low. It's a bit weird looking. There is an absolute monster in the middle here that's going to just need some major work. I don't even know if I can get into it at the moment. But all this here is all one plant. So until I get it out, clean off all the roots and just have a look at what is actually there, I'm not going to know what I can do. But yeah, this is my next project that I'll set up a camera and I'll probably do a bit of a time lapse and show you what I get out of it, I suppose. We may get a couple of half decent looking plants out of it. But yeah, that's a big job. There's another one in there. It's got a nice big trunk on it. But you know, they'll be similar to the other one in that it's just going to require major pruning. I don't even hesitate to use the word pruning. Butchering would probably be a better word, to try and get them off on the right foot so that they can actually become something that looks a little bit pleasing in a bonsai pot. At the moment, they're just a tangled mess. So, but there's a bit of a variety of flower colours in here, which is cool. So they won't all be the same, which is pretty good. So yeah, that's the next thing that you will see me in. Righto, so that's a bit of a look at most of my trees. Like I said, there's a lot of stuff on that bench that's tiny and it's nothing really to see yet. A lot of stuff I'm just sort of working out if they actually grow here well and if they grow in a style that suits what I want to do with them. If a plant doesn't really like my climate or my growing techniques, I suppose, then it just becomes hard work to keep them alive, and it's probably not something I'm really interested in doing too much of. I would rather have trees that are happy growing here because they'll grow faster, they'll be healthier, you'll have less problems with them, and you can do more stuff with them. So yeah, there's a lot of plants that I end up buying that just don't work out here, and that's fine by me. So yeah, but there's some cool plants on that bench that are gonna probably be featured in videos this year, stuff that's getting ready to be pruned and shaped and whatnot. So yeah, I'm looking forward to 2024 as I should start getting some stuff that actually looks nice, like actually is getting close to being a bonsai tree. Yeah, rather than just a seedling in a pot, which I don't call them bonsai. Anyway, like I said, I hope you've had a good Christmas, and I hope the next year is really good for all of you. And yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.